Hey you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a 37-year-old working wife and mother of three. I have been married for almost 3 years. We will be celebrating our third anniversary in December and been together a total of 5 years. We have a 16-year-old son, 9-year-old son, 1-year-old daughter. We both work full-time jobs with opposite shifts and different off days. It's hard, but right now we're making it work for us. I have a mommy and daughter page on Instagram. My struggle with postpartum depression is what led me to start my Instagram account in the first place. It really helped me get out of my slump while I was off on maternity leave. With therapy, medication, I was able to get back to my old self. Even after I went back to work, I still had a passion for creating content, so I stuck with it. I started this channel to help represent the moms that work. Being a mom, parent, dad, it's a hard job all by itself. Working adds more pressure when it comes to having family time together. I struggle with mom guilt all the time, and I know all moms can relate to this. So when I'm off, I try to make the most of that particular time that I have. On this day, I was off and was going to celebrate my youngest son's birthday later on that evening. So I started off the day by making breakfast for everyone. Then I went ahead and started to clean the den area. Of course, my older kids have their chores and help clean the house, but I like to go behind them and give a particular area a more thorough cleaning because you all know how kids are when it comes to cleaning. As you can see, my little one is super busy and is just in the way. And as you know, having a toddler definitely keeps you on your toes. Being 37 with a toddler is different than being 20 with a toddler as I was with my oldest son. Having older kids is a help for sure because when I really need to get things taken care of, they're always there to help. And they just love their baby sister. It's really not a problem for them. As you can see, my youngest son brought her a little broom set so it can feel like she was doing something. And of course, TV is also a help with distracting her as well. Please don't judge me on this. I'm not one of them parents that worry about screen time. So TV is definitely a tool in my house. Between Coco Melon and Gracie's Corner, she's always thoroughly entertained. And oh, did I mention we have 2 dogs as well. So yes, my house is always noisy and can be chaotic at times. Despite all this, I always keep a clean and sanitized house. She eventually got a little fussy, so I had to get her settled so I can go ahead and finish up cleaning. I knew she was getting tired and nap time was quickly approaching. And when it comes to nap, it's a struggle for her. Okay, most days during the day, she's with my sister. My sister is our child care while me and my husband work. I am thankful to have her to watch baby girl while we work. I have really bad anxiety, and I don't think I could function if I had to put her in a regular daycare. For me, trust is hard, especially with people I don't know. So this is the best situation for me, at least until she gets a little older. So once I finished cleaning, I gave her a little extra love, hugs, and kisses before I laid her down for a nap. She really enjoys this time that we have together, just me and her. So then I started a load of laundry. I'm currently trying to get her to be more independent, to be able to set herself down for a nap and bedtime. It's still a struggle for us. We co-sleep. So with her, she used to having someone there with her. Another struggle is her in these bottles. Lord, I know she needs to let them go, but it's a struggle. We use toddler cups for the most part during the day, but she still loves her bottle when she sleeps. It's a bad habit, and I know I need to break this. As you can see, she was not trying to lay down. She was still in play mode and being super silly. I was tired too, so I went ahead and laid down with her. It was a much needed nap for the both of us. We had been up for a while, so we took us a good old nap before we moved on to the next part of our day. Once we got up, I gave her a snack and started the hair process. I'm a 2-time born mom, so doing hair wasn't natural for me. I'm not good at parting. I'm not good at braiding. Really don't feel like I'm too good at anything. It's difficult for me to come up with different cute hairstyles, but I do the best I can. So far, I think I've been doing a pretty decent job. I'm trying to focus on keeping her hair oiled and moisturized. I only use natural products on her hair. Coconut oil has been the go-to since a baby. So far, she has a healthy head of hair and it's growing and super thick. So I guess I'm doing a pretty good job. Miss Ma'am is always busy and into everything. I try to work fast before she gets impatient. And when she gets impatient, she gets fussy, moves around, and gets to throwing things off the table. And this is not what I need when we're trying to get somewhere, and especially when we're on a time schedule. Normally, I try to style her hair about twice a week. I usually do this at night before she goes to bed. It's easier to do while she's in the hair chair, but sometimes I get in the playpen or do it in my bed. I try to get as creative as I can so it won't feel like a task for her. But we're both adjusting to this hair combing process. I feel like a real girl mom because I have the whole hair bucket. And I have bought so many different types of hair bows, hair clips, and rubber bands. I'm all about protecting her hair, so it's been a trial and error, especially with the rubber bands. And to be honest, the only time I really use the bows are when we dress up for special occasions. And trust me, she matches from head to toe. This part I truly enjoy about having a daughter. And with boys, you don't have to worry about all these unnecessary accessories. It's so much easier than girls. After we're done, I always let her look in the mirror. She loves looking at herself. It's like she knows how cute she is. I speak positivity to her. I want her to know how beautiful, how smart, and how independent she is, even at an early age. It's the sweetest thing, and I love moments like these. I always try to make every minute count when I can. My insight and perspective is totally different than it was the first 2 times around. But I view life as a learning process, and I strive to do better each and every day, especially when it comes to my kids. I want to be the best mom I can be and pray that my husband and I set a great example for them in order for them to be the best version of themselves. Once I was done with her, my oldest son got her so I could get myself together. During the summer months, I normally wear braids since I work outside. I'm also in the beginning stage of my lock journey. I don't know why people like to say the ugly stage. Whenever I wear my locks out, that's what I hear. It's annoying. I feel like I still look good regardless of how short my locks are. I just tell them to trust the journey. So for me, it's all about the edges. I always try to lay my edges down right. Some good edges can make a whole look come together. On this particular day, I kept it simple with a swoop and a ponytail. With 3 kids, I always try to keep it simple. Normally, I don't have a whole lot of time to spend on hair and makeup. When I do have that time, I try to go all out so I can feel extra cute for that day. Since we were just going over my sister's house for my son's birthday celebration, it wasn't necessary to do anything extra. So I finished with my hair, and then I went ahead and got myself dressed so I can move on to Haley. Getting little mama dressed sometimes can be a challenge because you just like to move around so much. So I try to make it interesting and kind of fun for her. That's why it's best for me to get myself completely done and ready before I even tackle putting her clothes on. I never know how long it's going to take me to get her dressed and what kind of mood that she's in. So I get myself done so I won't have to worry about me. And that helps save on the time, especially when we're in time crunch. On this particular day, she was in a pretty good mood, so she really didn't give me too much of a hassle. I guess she was just excited that everybody else was to be getting out the house and going somewhere and put on some cute clothes. I guess she gets that from me. I love getting dressed up and going somewhere. It don't have to be nowhere fancy or nowhere major. I just like putting on clothes, doing something to my hair, and getting out the house. And look at her. She just loves looking at herself all the time. It's like she definitely knows how cute she is. Once we got there, Haley was showing out like she always does. She's always just the center of attention no matter where we go. Everybody likes to stop and look at her and tell her how beautiful she is. She has so much positive energy around her. Next, everybody gathered around to wish the birthday boy a happy birthday. This is just a tradition for us that no matter who birthday it is, we get them a cake and everybody sings happy birthday. I know it may sound cheesy, but moments like these is what I love the most simple moments that we can share together as a family. I know right now it's all these new trending happy birthday songs, but we are a traditional happy birthday song type of family. Birthdays are a big deal for me. I feel like this is the day that God decided to place you upon this earth, and it should be celebrated as such. I was blessed 3 times over with my 3 beautiful children, so I try to go out of my way as much as I can to make them feel special on this day. Life is not always perfect, but I feel like life is always good when you have good people with good energy around you. I am so thankful for my immediate family as well as my extended family. They say that it takes a village to raise a child, and I have the best village around. Being a working wife and mother isn't easy, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Bye.